Hello everyone, welcome back to Raincode. In the last video, we finished up investigating with Vivia here, and yeah, I'll be shocked if we're not getting into the Mystery Labyrinth today. Like, we don't at least start it. I don't really know what else there is to investigate. But usually that means something bad is gonna happen until we have to get into the Mystery Labyrinth. And, you know, I was thinking, Yuma keeps going on about how, like, this is gonna save the chief. He's still gonna die. Like, if anything, it'll clear, like, the detective agency's name as murderers. You know, other than that, he's still gonna die. But yeah, anyway, I still don't know who did it. I've got no clues. The only thing I was like maybe thinking that the way they got into the lab was the same way we did with Amapal, but we know that our Amapal got kicked and stepped on, so there was a person in there. Unless someone else sent an Amapal in and turned off the security? I don't know. I genuinely don't know how this happened. Help me, Vivia.
I think I've checked everything I could.
Knew it! You didn't get any clues for the case.
I got clues.
We have learned a lot.
I just don't know what they mean.
What?
But what do we learn?
That's what I want to know.
That's all I can do to help. After all, I'm more interested in the story than the truth. I think we should return to our bodies soon. There's not much time left.
For what?
Oh, then I'll go back too.
Oh. Hugo's just like marching around.
Hey, you're back. How'd the investigation go?
Well, I managed to get a lot more information thanks to Vivia's help.
Whatever, just tell us what you found. We don't have time.
Sure.
Here's what we found. I don't know what it means.
So nothing you found leads us directly to the culprit. Oh, damn.
Yeah, sorry.
If only we could get a glimpse of Dr. Weska's computer.
What could we learn from that?
The security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer. If we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the lab.
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log on to the doctor's computer to see what's inside.
You were in the doctor's lab. Why didn't you check his computer?
I was a ghost, Tetsuhiko. I couldn't.
You cannot touch anything while using spectral projection. So obviously, we couldn't mess with a computer either.
Well, why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room and make him order the others to do it?
I don't think we can do that.
Don't be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all-powerful like that. It cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me when we were using spectral projection.
Master, I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Huh? Why
What?
do you say that?
Huh?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
I should, wait, what are you saying I should remember? That no one could hear us? What are you saying? Ghost form traits as heard from Vivia, there are several limitations. Okay. Why is that a clue?
Since it can't be done with spectral projection, someone has to go back there and look at the doctor's computer, right? That's basically jumping right into enemy territory!
Chief? You
This
dead?
is bad. His heartbeat.
Are you serious? Is the chief gonna be alright?
I think we know he's not.
Right.
Chief, please stay with us! It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
No! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone! Chief Yako, Halara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Vivia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone!
To be honest, even if you want to go to the Mystery Labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
So you gonna make a run for it?
Hey, Master. You've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to do this yourself? You may be a trainee, but you're still a detective. Try to save everyone on your own.
On my own?
Nah, I guess you're not the type. Just teasing ya.
I think he's gonna try to do something on his own. Yep, he's making a run for it.
Yuma, what's wrong?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer. We have to find the final clue.
Wow.
Wait, are you heading in there as yourself? Do you know what you're doing, Yuma? It's all over if you go out there and get caught.
Thanks to our investigation while in ghost form, I have an idea where the Peacekeepers are located.
Glad you do, because I don't.
Now is our only chance before Yomi comes back with more Peacekeepers.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. We have no choice but to leave it to Yuma. The doctor's computer should have the security log and other important data hidden inside.
Right, I'll see to it.
I shall join you. That way, if you get caught, I can use my forte.
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for when everyone is in danger. I'll be fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy, right? It should be saved as a last resort.
All right.
I'll stay here as well.
Why? You should go.
There is nothing for me to do. Besides, even if we found the truth, it would not improve the situation here.
So you're just gonna give up? You gotta be kidding! Fine, I won't waste time asking you anything anymore. Just go to sleep or whatever. Yuma, you're our only hope. Show him you're no longer just a rookie.
Right, I'm heading off now.
Okay.
You're acting pretty cool.
I am a detective after all. Well, a trainee one.
Seems like my training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the Clumsy Girl's time rewinding power, you should probably keep that in mind too.
Huh? Why?
Why?
It probably has nothing to do with the case. Just a feeling.
Why are you telling me to keep everyone's fortes in
You
mind?
know, just in case.
What?
Sure.
Buki's forte can turn back time. It was used while controlling Amapao. What? Why is this important? I'm so confused.
All right, let's move carefully so the Peacekeepers don't spot us.
Oh jeez. Make me do it again? I don't have a map. Bold of you to assume I know how to get there. Is that a Peacekeeper? I can't tell, it's just a shadow. That's a Peacekeeper. Do I have to go the way that I went before? I don't like this. I don't know where I'm going. Well, there's the Chief's blood, so... I think I'm there. Is this it? I made it!
I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more Peacekeepers up ahead.
Yeah, aren't there some in the room?
I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
Okay.
Wait, what if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
Very funny, Shinigami. Okay, what do you expect me to do when I get here? There's literally Peacekeepers in there.
I knew it. There are still some Peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
How are you going to get past them?
I just
they
need
turned
to reach
around.
the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible. Master, you gotta make sure you don't get clumsy.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the... All that's left is
yeah,
to
I
check
did.
the computer.
I was so fast I cut you off, Yuma. Way to go!
there?
Dive under the desk!
No!
Oh,
Jeez,
crap.
I told you not to get clumsy.
You're that terrorist detective. How did you get here? I'll
Punch him.
catch you and report to Director Yomi.
It's too bad we're not Halara. You
Master,
can just kick
you'll
him.
have to take a chance in the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet. I have to do that before going to the mystery labyrinth.
And what about Vivia? I don't want to go alone.
What do I do?
Punch them.
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the map?
Yay, Vivia! Oh, you did come. The syringe.
Vivia!
I was like, did you use your knife?
Sheesh. What a pain.
Thank you, Vivia.
I want to die someday.
Vivia, you came to help me?
I can't go into the mystery labyrinth without you.
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
Oh. Okay.
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me. You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer.
Yeah, let's get on it.
Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now. It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
No one could enter this room, so you didn't need to set a password.
Time to check it out. Let's see. Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
I hope you know what you're looking for.
What are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log. So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since. So
So how did they get in?
that means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
90 days?
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago. When did they get in then? And how?
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in!
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room. There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here.
But we saw him on the camera.
It's the perfect, impossible crime.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too.
From blah, 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 to Doctor. Doctor, we have trouble. Someone has discovered our deal. You should go into hiding for the time being. From Doctor, it appears it's time to call it quits. We've profited enough from this already. It's too dangerous to leak research and confidential information any longer. I shall fully withdraw from here. With this money, I'll fund my new research. I don't know who that could be. Could you be talking about the homunculus? Homunculi? Could the other person be Makoto, who, like, found out, like, was talking to Yuma and knows about how we know everything? don't know. Okay, to Doctor. Are the rumors true? You intend to leave Kanai Ward. Doctor, don't tell me you're plotting to take the research and run. I hope you already know this, but you have nowhere to go. What's the matter, Doctor? Are you ignoring me? I will not permit any betrayal. I've told you before, but you have nowhere to run. Prepare yourself.
This is...
This is from.
Quite a suspicious exchange.
I love Makoto, but is it from him? Is it from Yomi? I don't know.
I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
The doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well,
Right.
this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca.
Is it you, Makoto?
I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
So his suspicions were right.
Is it him or is it actually just suspicions?
Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years.
5 years?
But it seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
The email records of Dr. Huesca and Anonymous. There was regular communication between them until just recently.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the doctor. Makes sense.
The doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security. It also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
No.
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade. Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Like, it's gotta be someone we already know, right?
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security and murder the doctor? If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Is that Yomi? It's Yomi. Darn it.
What are you doing here?
Where have you been?
Again? What are you, anyway?
What are
Were
you?
you
Why you phrase it
born
like that?
just to get in my way? Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. A piece of trash. Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your name?
Yuma Coco Head.
Coco Head. I'm Coco Head.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it. Of course, it'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
We going to the mystery labyrinth?
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master! We're finally acting like partners! And of course, it's all thanks to my basic training!
To the mystery labyrinth!
Alright!
Let's go! Come with us, Vivia. I want Vivia to come, and I want his thoughts on Shinigami, because it feels like he has been able to see her this whole time. Where are you, Vivia? There you are. Yep. He's moving. Vivia's kind of adorable. Like, I don't know how to, like, describe it. I don't want to, like, pat his head.
This place. I see. So this is your true power. Yuma, I knew you were dangerous.
Don't stab me.
No matter what you say, it's already way too late.
Yay! Thank you, Shinigami. I was worried he was gonna stab me.
I want to die someday.
He just does not care.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Same Mystery Labyrinth as always. Yuma, you're always passed out when you land.
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
Hey, you got it.
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time.
Yep.
Good?
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things.
Ah.
My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it. Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency, and saw that death got clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO Underground Book Vault held something called the Book of Death.
Yeah, you seem to know a lot more. Like, you seem to know of the Book of Death, you know, when you got your knife out.
And also, that someone had taken it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
Yeah. I don't want to kill them.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die. If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Shinigami is the one technically killing them.
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
What? Hey!
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself.
No, follow me in the labyrinth. No, where are you going?
So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
Does he actually care?
If you're
That's the
not with
question.
Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you.
But he wants to die someday.
Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets. I don't have any of those. But there are still some things I've left unfinished.
Get up.
Especially
Come on.
after you exposed the
Or just
mystery
glitch up.
of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
Oh no. I forget every single time that she's gonna do this.
Okay.
Master,
Vivia, help.
are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
Like, this is really the only way to get the sword. Do you have to dance around and do this? There's gotta be. Like, I feel like you're just messing with me. You know? You have to be able to just be like, alright, here's the sword. Why is there a rule that's like, okay, you have to dance, and then do that, and then do this, and then you can take the sword out only by doing it this way? Who made these rules? I'm calling BS. Shinigami just wants to be weird.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
Oh yeah, and then you gotta do that.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Is that key something like a clue for the case? Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a doubter? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you. So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
It's a lot of walking too, Vivia.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were going to ignore him. Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
Yeah, is it just because you have a spiritual affinity or whatever?
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
Oh, so when we leave here, Vivia might actually remember everything.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overwritten. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability.
Oh, I forgot. Is that the reason why they came in? I thought it was just like they were nearby, so they got sucked in.
I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
You're funny, Vivia. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna update my abilities. Okay, I could only add 2. I got rid of solution keys and something. I don't know what it was. And I slowed down the mystery fabrics. The mystery fabric. The mystery, like, phantom in the reasoning deathmatch. They're gonna, like, yell at me slower.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
Huh?
I don't think Yuma's ever gonna get used to that.
I
Hello?
wish they wouldn't spring out of nowhere like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Yeah, there's no question.
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry, Shinigami, I
There's
cut
so
you off.
many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is... The fact that Dr. Weska was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. But we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him.
True.
But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
Peacekeepers?
Huh?
Kanai Ward's garbage.
You're not even a phantom.
What are you doing here?
I mean, you are, but you look normal.
Yomi Hell Smile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the Mystery Labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Right.
You pieces of shit.
Well, that scared me. Okay. Whoa, you look interesting.
You're disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward!
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako, for everyone.
You killed Dr. Weska, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
Oh, God, he's got a scary sword. It's like Byleth's sword. God, you are scary. Okay, security power supply, toxic gas.
You're the ones who killed Dr. Weska.
No.
You disarmed the security system for the doctor's lab.
No. I always hit the wrong thing.
And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There
got a shield
be
from
an intruder.
Wait, maybe this.
This is the truth!
Because there was a shoe print on him, so there was an intruder.
When the body was first discovered, Amapel was about to enter the doctor's lab.
You know, I feel like in every single reasoning deathmatch, at least once, per mystery, I always hit the, like, assist thing. I was like, is this the button to shift through the keys? And it's like, no, it's the assist from the other detective.
But something bumped into it and knocked it over. In fact, there was a mark on Amapel's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth? Don't make me laugh.
Oh, this is a repel one. Forgot about those.
Shit.
Out of here.
There was an intruder? That's impossible.
Okay, I had to apparently duck under that.
And in fact, you proved that yourself.
How? Repel it.
Flame doesn't hold up.
I'm gonna say it's that one and not little shit that I have to repel.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
Lab, airlock.
If there was another intruder,
Whoop. Where'd it go?
then where did they go?
Maybe this thing? They
By
hid?
the time you arrived at the scene,
You had to have hidden there.
there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical lab.
Right here.
I'll slash through this mystery.
How slash through this mystery?
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device.
The vents cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside.
So that would explain how they knocked over Amapal when we got in, and then they probably hid in there. Because they couldn't go past Fubuki and Desuhiko.
If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
Usually, the Mystery Phantoms look like the original character. This looks nothing like Yomi.
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Where? Oh, was there an intruder?
Why does it have to be so sudden?
Does it, like, hurt every time, Yuma?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth!
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that yes, there was an intruder. Hello? Oh, there we go.
Right here!
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
Hey, don't sigh, this is a good thing!
Sorry.
Oh, Vivia.
Anyway, let's head inside.
There was an intruder for sure! We know someone bumped into Amapal.
The culprit probably hit Amapal on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the
Vivia, you
scene,
scared me.
you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super
Ah,
lame
Vivia,
to
quit doing
give
that.
excuses, Master!
It's not an excuse, but it is
How would I ever have thought
true.
of that? I didn't even know it existed.
If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Right.
Vivia's so lazy, he's just making me teleport him every so often to go further. Can't turn the camera to look back at him either. There's the door. A little further, Vivia. See, I wish I could turn around. I want to see him running.
Really? Another fork in the path.
And another slicing of my throat. How did the culprit enter the lab?
Seems like we're finally at the central question.
Deactivated security by cutting power. No, because we saw the security was still running. Never entered in the first place. That just doesn't even make any sense. So they had to have been invited by the doctor. They were invited in by the doctor with the... Huh. How were they invited in without cutting the security is the question. Have they been in there for 90 whole days or something? Huh? And also the way the doctor just we were talking to him, he turned and was like, just like, he invited someone in and they were chilling there, and then all of a sudden they just decided to like whip out a knife and be like, I'm taking you down.
This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
Did you bring a book in here?
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
He is just special. He is. This is the only one that makes sense. Yeah.
Right here!
The doctor invited the culprit in? But Why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside. If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
So you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
But the... Oh, the road's blocked.
A trap?
Guess you were wrong, Yuma.
But it's the only thing that
Well.
makes sense.
I already knew that before you entered.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier.
Vivia.
People only grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
Master, we have to get out of here!
Well, what's the trap? Is it glitched? Am I supposed to see something bad happening right now?
Get out!
Use logic
Or is it that we're
to show
trapped?
this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
Oh. Why is invited by the doctor not correct? Security log. I think my abilities made it so there's literally only one, like literally only the correct key is available. Okay, it's a security log.
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in. Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
Oh, the others
I
made sense
know.
though.
I'll do better next time.
Oh, Vivia's doing it again. So making me carry you the whole way there, Vivia. Okay, we're back. Huh. Then what is it? Wait, we know he didn't deactivate the security by cutting the power. It would have said in the log, so he never entered in the first place? But that also doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm confused. Sure, this one.
Right here!
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
Huh?
So you're saying that
Oh,
the doctor committed suicide?
that's the implication we're going with?
If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
I don't agree with this either. Is the game messing with me? Or none of them
This
right?
is wrong too?
Okay, the game's messing with me. None of these are right.
Again?
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Don't let him influence you!
Okay. Good question. Okay, yeah. I don't even have to think about these anymore. My abilities just tell me. Why is the doctor committed suicide not correct? Stab wound in back. You can't do that to yourself.
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself, but he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that.
Yeah.
There's no way it was a suicide.
No
And we're back.
excuses, Master. Do it again.
You're tired, Yuma. Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
Phantom Yomi might take advantage of that too and come and beat me up. Back again. Okay, last one. This doesn't make sense either to me though because it would have been in the log. Security was deactivated.
Right here!
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
Yeah, I don't think it's right.
Huh? What? This was the last route!
Okay, so I'm not stupid. The game was just messing with me.
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
I am not. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Vivia.
Really, Master?
No.
Of course not!
It was you, Shinigami.
Focus! We need to get out of here!
Why is deactivated security by cutting power not correct? Security power supply. What is this? The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system than what was managed in this electrical room. Oh, that's right, yeah.
The doctor said the critical lab was on a separate grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut off, even if there was a blackout in the building. What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
Looks like it.
I wonder what it means.
You make me run the whole way there every single time. So now what?
Hey! There's another door!
Is that door always there?
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared.
Interesting. The Mystery Labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
You sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
Ow. Entered and killed with spectral
They used
via spectral projection.
projection to enter and kill him?
It wasn't Vivia.
Then, the culprit is...
He couldn't have done it because you can't, like, stab someone in, or just touch anything or interact with anything or kill anyone in spectral projection.
I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before. How dare you trick me!
That's not it either.
There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged! Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and boom kill this dude!
Hold on!
It's not you, Vivia. Oh, I was like, where's Shinigami? Did she go ahead? Look, I can already see it's another dead end. This labyrinth is messing with us.
Huh? Another trap?
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivia is the culprit.
Then, prove it and beat this thing! I won't be convinced until you do!
Ghost form traits. Cannot do it.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
The way he tried to slit your throat.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Aw, Vivia.
Anyway, let's go back.
Gosh, you're gonna make me run down that hallway again, aren't you? Oh my
If
god.
he's not the culprit, then we're back to square one.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Run there the whole way. Again.
Nothing's changed.
There aren't any new doors. What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain. Immensely.
This is very Dazai Osamu of you. I want to die someday, but not painfully.
But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing. Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it? no matter how cruel that truth may be.
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can.
Man, what could this truth be then? I don't know. Chief Yako! Chief Yako did it! I know, that's the only thing I can think of is like, can you handle this truth?
I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice. When that happens, you'll have to prove your conviction and expose the truth, like you said.
I was joking about it being Chief, but like, now you're kind of worrying me because making it seem like I'm gonna find out what the truth is and not want to expose it. I don't know, like, who else I would be upset about exposing, like Yuma? Who would he not want to expose aside from his fellow detectives?
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something.
I don't know, that's probably crazy, but like, I don't know, Yako was, he could go off on his own, and then maybe if he came out of the hiding spot, he was like directly outside where the doctor's office. Oh no. You know what? I could be totally wrong. I'm not even,
This
there's
labyrinth
not enough evidence for that yet.
appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path? That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to, then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
What are we doing? Oh, barrel time. Okay, what's the question? Amapau. Who is capable of overcoming the security system? It's Amapau, I can tell. When I looked on the right and it was Amapau's, what did it say? Amapau's design over on the right as one of the like hint type things. I was like, okay, it's gotta be Amapau. There's no other reason that would be one of them. Whoa, stairs. Fancy.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life.
Really? They're just indifferent?
I want to die someday.
Baby, we need to get you to a therapist, I think.
This guy's hopeless!
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Come on, Vivia. You coming? No? Okay. You just stay there. You can teleport after us eventually. Oh, up here.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapal.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right?
Vivia, are you Naruto running?
I don't know yet,
Yes!
but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
Well, I finally got to see Vivia run, and he's freaking Naruto running. Okay. Wow, these stairs are taking a long time. We're almost there. You won't have to run much longer, Vivia. Almost made it to the top. I'm sure you hate this. There we go.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way.
Huh?
There he is.
Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the... Wait, who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, jeez.
The mystery materialized. It must be related to what the doctor just said.
Who are you was directed at who?
So the question is, who did the doctor say, who are you, to? Well, I'll leave it to you.
Oh, you did bring a book. You're just gonna chill on the couch over there?
You know, you can keep reading at a time like this.
She's not gonna say who are you to Amapal. The culprit feels like the obvious option, but it almost seems like it's too obvious now. You know? Like, well, duh would be the culprit. Why would it be no one? Who would it be saying it to no one? Is he putting on an act? Did the doctor want to be killed? Is he acting? Saying it to no one. Okay, so maybe the killer is whoever he was exchanging emails with? I don't know why I feel like it's no one. Like, I don't know why I feel like he's putting on an act. Just the fact that no one's even an option.
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer? Huh?
Why is he-
So the right answer is no one?
I don't know why I just have this feeling that he was acting. And if it was Chief Yako, did they know each other? And he was in there? Was this like a plan? He wanted to be killed or something? I don't know. This is just like a gut instinct kind of
Why
thing.
would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right?
Yeah, just the culprit even being an option. It almost seemed like it was too obvious to me. Like, why is this a big question? Because who else would he be saying, who are you to?
And that was before I borrowed Amapal. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
What?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
I kind of care.
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
What doesn't make you wish that, Vivia? Okay, well, I think we're gonna end today's video here. Leave it on that mysterious question. Why is he acting? Was he working with whoever killed him? Just for them to even, like, be in the room to kill him. Like, there's nowhere for the person to hide. Like, whoever was in there, I feel like he had to have known them, you know? So for him to be saying, who are you to the culprit, I just think he knows the culprit. So why is he acting? Also, ever since I was like, oh, it was Chief Yako, now I'm starting to wonder if it was. Just where he was killed, I don't know, it just kind of lines up with him hiding out in that little place that we said the culprit was hiding before, and then running out. Now, who killed the chief after that? I don't know. Again, I could be totally off and wrong, but I'm really starting to think that maybe it was him. Also, just that picture that we found in the planter by where the chief was, like where his body was, I feel like it's the chief in that picture. Something, like, he's got some kind of connection to this lab, I feel. Oh no. And just the way Vivi was wording it, like, are you really gonna, like, have the conviction to pursue the truth once you know it? Makes it seem like he knows who did it, and that we're not gonna like the answer. And I don't know who else would fall into that category. I am really liking investigating with Vivian, though. He's a lot of fun. Cute little weirdo, all hunched over all the time. I like him. But yeah, next time, I don't know, hopefully we can get through the rest of the Mystery Labyrinth. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, unless this is a really long one. I'm really curious to go through this side door, though. I want to know what the doctor's motive was for him to act. Okay, I'm glad I went with my gut instinct there. All right, anyways, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!